this is a reference. So in biochemical point of view of a nutrition absorption, and you can see this small intestine part, depending on the size of the arrow, a lot of carbohydrates, protein and lipids are absorbed in the intestines, small intestine, and here bile acids. And at the more cellular level, you go down into epithelium, which is the outer lining of the intestine, which directly touches with this food element. So let's see how the digestion happens. So an example, glucose is directly passing through the epithelium. So intestinal interstitial space, which is going towards eventually to hepatic portal vein as glucose directly goes, which increases our glucose level. And protein will be decomposed into amino acids, and amino acids can be uptake through this epithelium. And what about sugar? Sucrose, or like this, sucrose will be decomposed glucose and fructose, and they can pass through this epithelium. And also peptide, proteins component. This peptide can be hydrolyzed and decomposed into single amino acids, so which will form our nucleic acid and a protein. And also fatty substance, triglyceride, can decompose into glycerol and fatty acid. They actually are synthesized inside as a triglyceride. So now think about the fluid balance in the body. In fact, there's a lot of fluid getting into our lumen, and we reabsorb most of the part. So let's see the balance. So this is just an example, but one day in the body, the fluid inside the food is about 1 liter, okay? And the fluid intake, this water or drinking, and we intake about 1 liter. And interesting, our saliva, which is produced almost 1.5 liter a day, so it keeps coming out. And also gastric juice inside our stomach, gastric juice is even 2 liters of juices are produced inside our stomach. And how about pancreas? Wow, pancreatic juice is 1.5 liters secreted into our duodenum space, okay? And also when you talk about liver, there's a bile fluid. That bile fluid secreted is also 0.5 liter. And our intestinal fluid, through the intestine, there are fluid secreted, is almost 1 liter. And that adds up about 8.5 liters of fluid are getting thrown into our intestinal tract. While how much do we reabsorb it? Let's see. Small intestine absorb about 6.5 liter a day. Large intestine, almost close to 2 liter a day. And also our stool contains its water, and that's about 100 milliliter. That adds up 8.5 liter. So in a nut, we have a fluid balance in our body to keep our homeostasis or ourself as a steady state. So digestive system secretes large volumes of fluid, which we call digestive juice, to facilitate this digestion. And most of the fluid you can see over here is reabsorbed in our intestines. Only those water in stool, a little amount will be coming out of our body.